Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is Monday, May 18th, 2020. Remember that we are still in charge of doing work. We are almost there, you guys. We are almost to the end of the year, but it is still important for us to be engaged and doing our part to learn, okay? This week we are going to focus with fractions. I know it's not your favorite. I don't want that to be a reason for you not to do your work. If you are stuck or confused, remember I have my office hours where I put the link, just like I do for our Google Meets. I put the link on our homeroom page, and then just click on it around that time, and then I'll be on the other side waiting to help you, okay? My office hours are from 2 to 3 every day, unless I tell you otherwise. All right, so your learning target for today, I can identify fractions on a number line. So our goal today is to be able to identify the fractions and be able to see what a certain point on the number line would represent as a fraction, okay? To start off, fractions, remember fractions shows equal parts of a whole. So if I want to break up a candy bar in half, I won't give someone a smaller piece than the other one, right? So if we're doing it in half, it has to be equally at the half of the candy bar. So that's what a fraction means. It has to be, all parts have to be equal. I will be talking about numerator and denominator a lot today. So I thought this image was helpful to see. The numerator is the top number, and the numerator is the number of parts counted or separated. So let's say I only ate 3/4 of a candy bar. That means I ate 3 parts out of 4 parts of a candy bar. Okay, so the numerator tells you how many parts are separated or how many parts are gone, or just whatever, like on a number line, that would be the number of parts of where that number landed at. Okay, so numerator, the number of parts counted or separated. Denominator, that is the bottom number. Denominator is a number of equal pieces of the whole. Okay, so if I divide a chocolate bar into 4 equal pieces, then that means my denominator is 4. If I divide my candy bar into 2 equal pieces, then that means my denominator is 2. Okay, the denominator tells you how many parts the whole has. Here we have, okay, let's ignore this section here, but here must have equal parts again. Here shows a circle divided equally into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 parts, and then 3 are shaded out of 8. So your fraction would be 3/8, right? This shows not equal. Well, why? These two are very similar. They're, most likely these two are equal, but then the end pieces are not equal, okay, compared to the middle pieces. So this is a no-no. In fractions, this is not showing equal parts. This is showing equal parts. Okay, just remember, a fraction shows equal parts of a whole pizza, of a whole candy bar, of a whole table, okay? It shows parts of a whole. All right, so let's try this together. So what fraction does A represent on the number line? Okay, we have to find A. Here is A. This is our point of reference. First, we count the spaces. The spaces will be the denominator in our fraction. The denominator, remember, is the bottom number of a fraction, and it is the total pieces something is divided into. Okay, so for example, right now we have a number line 0 to 1. So this from here to here is 1. And then I have to count the pieces to see how many pieces this number line was divided into. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And notice that I counted the spaces and not the lines, okay? If you say, oh, here's 1 line, 2, 3, 4, okay, then you might get confused. So no, we're not counting the lines. Or if you start here, you might be saying, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, no, no. Do not count the lines. count the spaces. So here we have one space, so this from here to here, this would be one piece. Here to here is two pieces, here to here is three pieces, here to here is four pieces, and then here to here is five pieces. Okay, so this number line was divided into 5 equal pieces. Then we count what space the A landed on. That will be our numerator. Our numerator, remember, is our top number of our fraction. Okay, so now that we know this number line was divided into 5 pieces, now we need to count to see how many pieces the A has taken. Okay, so here we have 1 piece, 2 piece. So our A landed on 2 pieces. That means the A represents 2/5 of our number line. Okay, 2/5 because it's taking 1 piece, 2 pieces out of 5 pieces total. Okay, so your fraction will look something like this. So remember, our numerator is the top number, denominator is the bottom. So our numerator is 2. That means the A is 2 out of 5 total pieces. So if I was to ask you this on your assignment, okay, what does the A represent? You would start off by counting the total pieces that this number line was divided into. And then you would say, oh, but the A has landed in 1 and 2. So it would be 2/5. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so again, what fraction does A represent on the number line? Remember, we have to start off by counting the number of pieces that this number line was divided into. So we have 1 piece, 2 pieces, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means our denominator will be 6 because we have 6 equal pieces. Now let's see where the A lands on. Okay, so we have 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece, 4 pieces. So that means that A, it represents 4/6 of our number line. Okay, so your fraction, if it's in written form, it could, on your computer, it would be something like this. Okay, so we have 4, the A is 4 out of 6 total pieces. Make sure the bottom number represents the equal parts that the number line was divided into. In this case, we are focusing on the number line. We could do, we did egg cartons last week. We could do like a pizza, how many slices of pizza we had. We could do, a pizza typically has 8 slices. And let's say, I don't know, Jesus ate 3 out of those 8 slices. Then there would be 3 out of 8 pieces gone. Okay, so that means you would have 5/8 left. But don't get confused with the whole pizza picture that I just said. Most important, just count the spaces that the number line is divided into. That will be this bigger number. And the smaller number will be the number that's where the A lands on. Okay, and remember, you're counting the spaces, not the lines. The lines help us divide equal spaces, but does not mean that because, in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4, it does land on the 4th line, but sometimes it can trick you, okay? So just be careful with that. I mean, well, if you count starting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, it lands in the 4th line, but if you're counting from the 0, then it might get you confused, okay? So just count the spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 6 total equal spaces. All right, you guys, and so today you guys will go on to Google Classroom. You have Monday's work. You'll have a warm-up questions about time. Remember that the small hand is the hour, and the longer hand represents the minutes. I do have a video about fractions on a number line. This is a really catchy song that might help you a little bit more of how to understand fractions. So please watch that. And then here you have 3 questions. Remember, when they're multiple choice, you are not guessing. You are truly answering based on what you truly believe. Okay. based on your work. And then this one is not, it's not multiple choice, so you'll have to type it in. And then just remember that for a fraction, you would have to write it like this, okay? And then you have some multiplication and division problems. Remember to do, to watch your announcements. Do one certain lesson for this week, or not for this week, for today. And then today you have PE, so click on the link and then do lesson 11, okay? All right, you guys take care, and remember, if you need any help, come back around too. Bye.